Hey guys, today we're going to be working on lesson 6 of your chapter 3 in math, still working with adding two-digit numbers. Okay, so this is very similar to just working with our standard algorithm and adding those digits together. We're just going to work on adding 3 or 4 of these two-digit numbers together. Okay, so open up to page 197 to follow along. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to build a picture first, right? We always like to do a nice visual representation of what we're about to cover. Okay, so it says Miley's class is having a car wash. They washed 13 blue cars, 22 red cars, and 14 white cars. How many cars did they wash all together? Okay, and so we're going to draw each of those numbers. As you can see, they have it split into tens and ones for us, so we can show each representation of the numbers. So the first one is 13 blue cars. So 13 has 1 10 and 3 ones. Okay? And I can go ahead and change the colors also. I could have done that in blue. Okay, 22 red cars, so it has 2 10s and 2 ones. Okay? And then white cars are 14, which is 1 10 and 4 ones. Okay, so we can first add together our ones and see if we need to regroup anything. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't need to regroup anything, so there's just 9. And then we can count our tens. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, which of course we know 4 tens is 40. And so then our answer is going to be 49. Okay, pretty simple. So just like your other addition with this two-digit numbers, you're always going to do the ones first because you'll need to see if you need to regroup anything and then add the tens. All right, so you can add 3 and 4 two-digit numbers. You just line up the ones and the tens. Remember, anytime we talked about this in group or in the previous videos, it's so important that these ones and tens are lined up. And as the numbers get bigger, that those places are lined up as well. And then you're going to add the ones first and then add the tens. Okay, you always start with the ones and work your way up. Okay, so the examples that they give us, it says to look for, when you're adding the ones, look for facts you know. So in this example, they're adding 36, 14, and 24. They know that 6 and 4 are a 10 pair. That's why knowing those are so important. So they're able to pull that out and say 6 and 4 is 10, and then they just have to add that remaining 4. So 10 plus 4 is 14. So then they know that they're going to put their 4 here. And as you can see, they carried the 1. So then, of course, you just have 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 more is 5, plus 2 is 7. So your answer is going to be 74. Okay? You can even add 4 numbers, same thing. So you're looking for facts you know. They pulled out a doubles fact, so they said 4 and 4 is 8. Then they kind of just worked their way up. So they had 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. So then they put the 5 down here. And as you can see, they carried a 1. So then they just had 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So the answer is 85. Okay? So those are different strategies you can use pulling out tens, looking for doubles facts. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that down here. So with number 1, we're trying to add 17, 23, and 14. So I see immediately that 7 and 3 make a 10. And you can either keep that in your head or mark it if it helps you. So I'm just going to pull out a 10. Sorry, that's kind of hard to see. 10. And then you just have 10 plus 4 is 14. So I know that I can put my 4 down here for my ones place and then carry a 1. And then I have 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5, so my answer is 54. All right, pulling out these facts makes your life a lot easier. For example, in this one, I see 2 and 2 is a doubles fact, that's 4. And then I just have to add the 5 is 9. I'm not regrouping, so there's nothing to carry. I just have my 9. So then I just add 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. If you're struggling seeing the pair and that's confusing you, you can just add straight down. So for example, you can just start at the top, work your way down. So you have 1 plus 9 is 10. which that was a pair. But 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 5 more is 14, or 15, excuse me, I don't know what I'm saying. 15, so you're having a 5 down here and carrying the 1 because we had to regroup a 10 because there's 1, 10, and 15. And then 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. It really just comes down to adding it all together. So however that is easiest for you. If you want to pull out those pairs, make tens, make doubles. So sorry. If that works for you, awesome. If it's easier for you just to go straight down, I understand. I'd rather you just be successful. So we have, in this case, if I were to pull out a fact that I know, because that's our helpful hint, I would see that 8 and 2 make a 10. And then, of course, 10 plus 0 is going to be 10. Or I could have just started 8 plus 0 is 8, plus 2 more is 10. Now, remember, 10's tricky. You put a 0 because there's 0 in the ones place, and carry that group of 10. And then you have 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 3 plus 3 is 6. That's a double fact, so our answer is 60. Okay, so those were all adding 3. Now we can add 4, but it's the exact same strategy. You can pull out facts you know, like in this case I see a 10 here. And then I could do 10 plus 2 is 12, plus 7 is 19, so put a 9 in the ones place, carry that group of 10. 1, 2, 3, say 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 more is 6, so our answer is 69. Or if it's hard for you to pull out the pairs, just start at the top, work your way down. So you have 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 6 is 13, so you have 3 in the ones place, carry that 1, that group of 10. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. There were some doubles facts in that too. Okay, so it's really just whatever is easiest for you. Make sure you're regrouping and carrying 1 when you need to, or not if you don't need to. Don't get regroup happy. Okay, so we'll go over two more of these together. So I'll do this one just adding straight down. So I see 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 more is 12, so I put 2 in my ones place, carry my group of 10. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 1 more is 8, so our answer is 82. Okay, last one I'll show you again how to make a pair. I see a 10 in here, 2 and 8 is 10. Okay, so I have 10 plus 3 is 13, 13 plus 6 is 19, so I have 9 in my ones place, carry my group of 10, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6, there's nothing to add here, as you see it's just 8, okay, so I just have my 6 plus my 3 is 9. Okay, don't let that throw you off when there's a single digit, you're just adding straight down. If there's nothing there, it's like if it was a 0. Alright, so how is adding 3 two-digit numbers like adding 2 two-digit numbers? So it's exactly the same in the way that you add your ones first, regroup if there's a 10, and then add your tens. So it's the same thing. It doesn't matter how many there are, you're doing the same strategy. Okay, so you're going to practice all of your independent practice ones. Again, you can pull out pairs that you know. See, this first one, there's doubles. More doubles. Seems like there's a lot of doubles on this page. Or pairs that make 10, so you have 2 and 8. Or you can just add straight down. All right, and then you have some stretch your brain problems where they gave you some word problems. And of course, you have your homework, same exact thing. You'll be working through adding 3 or 4 digit numbers and then some word problems as well as test practice. Okay, so just remember that is exactly like how you add 2, you're just adding a little bit more to each section. Okay, so that is lesson 6 of chapter 3. Work hard as always and do your best. Have a great day, kids.